Alright, now let's take a look at the amplifier envelope. We're going to access that by pressing the amplifier button. Here we've got two pages. We've got one for the normal envelope times and one for the modulation envelope times. Again, with the envelopes up here in the top right corner, we can press this encoder, select through our ADSR type envelopes right here, and then we start getting into the one-shots. Then we have one additional envelope here that's called drone. And when drone is on, we don't have to press any keys. It'll just allow audio to pass through this final VCA stage. However, you can modify that. For instance, we could go here to the control, which is controlling the amplitude of that envelope. And let's say we assign it to one of these sticks. And we'll go here to drone. So now we have control of the amplitude of that final VCA. Just with this stick here, we could do it to touch. Velocity, we could do it to mod wheel. We can even assign it to an LFO, which we could go here to LFO. Or we could turn this LFO up into the audio range, tracking the keyboard. We could also apply a different envelope to control this, and that might be useful for, let's say, let me get out of this drone mode. Let's just go to a simple repeating type envelope. And of course we have nothing set up on envelope 4 here, so let's turn that all the way up. So perhaps we want this final VCA envelope to keep repeating, but we want control over that to decay out over time. Let's turn this sustain down for envelope 4 and set a longer decay. Let's take a look at the different envelope types here. So there's your typical exponential ADSR. Here's a linear. Here's reverse. Let's dial up some additional attack there. This envelope type's good for creating reverse type sound effects. Then we have this double exponential. We also have this bubbly. And then we start getting into the one-shots. Now the interesting thing about the one-shots is if they're set to repeat, they're just going to continue to repeat even when we take our hands off the keys. Now when we hit a new key, if we are not perfectly in sync with the timing of when this other envelope that's repeating starts, it will go ahead and restart the envelope. There you're kind of creating a shuffle effect. And you have these others. Here's a linear one shot. Could bring up the hold time there and create more of a square wave. Here we've got a double exponential. The modulation pages again are the same as your other envelopes here for the oscillators as well as the filter. You've got your modulation source here that's going to determine how you morph between the normal envelope times here and the modulation times.